What advice do you have for those students in regards to being versatile when you go into these job situations and thinking ahead of the game when it comes to, forward thinking and staying on top of it? Because, in 10 years, digital might not be the way. So.
Well, it's interesting that you say that because I'm not that girl. I wasn't forward thinking. I'm technologically inept in a lot of ways, so I had to become that. And I'm playing catch up still. Just launching my website, just getting into a real heavy social media profile online, which people were doing years ago. I just joined Instagram, about a year ago. And so I'm having to play catch up, and I'm seeing how tough it is, number one, because I've had, lots of people and executives that have talked to me about jobs. And one of the first things they always ask is, what is how many followers do you have? What's your social media profile?
Yeah.
That would not have happened 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And so it is very important to be active and to be relevant on social media in every different form. And so that is really something that I'm trying to work for and work towards now, because I see that it's part of the game. It just is.
Role has Mizzou and our NABJ played within your career in getting you to where you are today?
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, well, first of all, I'm a proud alumni of Missouri. There's a very strong NABJ chapter there, and I'm really proud of those students there because they do great work. I have gone back and spoken to the NABJ group chapter at Mizzou several times. I became a member of NABJ when I was a student, and in 1997, I became a member of NABJ, and so I was very active in the student project, and as that correlated to college, definitely met a lot of, I would say, mentors and contacts that I kept through. My experience was a little bit different, and the Mizzou experience is a little bit different because it's so focused on your curriculum and you're so immersed in that there's not a lot of time to do a lot of other things. So I didn't kind of work within the NABJ chapter when I was in school, and to be honest, we didn't have a very strong chapter when I was in school, definitely not like the kids there are doing now. But just having this communal feeling and being able to take that through my career, and like I said, meet people. I finished my contract to go to Los Angeles at NABJ 10 years ago to do a morning show called Good Day LA. I remember sitting in a booth with my new boss, like working out the ends of a contract here.
Wow.
So there have been a lot of moments of my career, seminal moments of my career that had happened here at NABJ. That was Unity 2004 when there used to be a Unity in, I guess it was Las Vegas. Yes.
Wow.
And so, lots of milestone moments. I was telling you yesterday, I met the love of my life at the student project at NABJ. So lots of really good things. But I think the best thing about it and the most important thing about it is being in a place with like-minded folks who are in the same struggle you are. You know what I'm saying? And everybody, this place is the universal head nod. You look at everybody's eyes and you know that they've been through the same thing that you're in, and they're also cheering for you. To win. So that for me is like just one of the most important things.
And it's interesting that you say that because throughout the week I've been hearing that NABJ is just like a family reunion every year.
Heck yeah, that's what I call it.
It's a family reunion.
I just saw she just left, but my friend that I worked with, Sabrina Wilson from Fox 8 in New Orleans, I call her Mama Rosa.
Aww.
That's my baby. I just saw her. I hadn't seen her in forever. My colleague Kevin up when we were coming through. And, you see friends and you reconnect with people. And it is a really good feeling because we're in such a rat race. It's hard to keep those connections on a day-to-day basis. So when you can come to something like this, and I love that NAHJ is here this year as well, because us black and brown folks have got to realize that we are in this together.
together.
So I love that they are here with us this year as well. But it's a good feeling. It's a really good feeling. And I like seeing, people like you. This does my heart a lot of good to see, and I told you, I'm the old woman in the club now. I've been in this game for 20 years. But to see kids like you really working and loving the craft and loving this business still, because it is brutal and it's hard. But I got into this business because I believe in the craft of journalism, and I love the creative process, and I love seeing that there are still people in this day and age that have that same passion and have that same feeling and still believe in being the gatekeepers to society and information. And so that just makes me happy.
Oh, thank you.
And I learned that at Mizzou. There you go.
Yeah, it's funny because we actually have a student multimedia project student here, Candace Head, who said that she actually met you before. She is a Mizzou alum.
I just met her yesterday, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
So she is amazing. So there's a lot of great things that come out of Mizzou.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So we're going to do a lightning round. So I'm going to say...
Okay, I'm not good at this, so we'll play this game. Okay, here we go.
Okay,
I'm ready.
So
I'm ready.
I'm going to say something, and I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind,
okay? There's not a 7-second delay or something, because anything can come out of my mouth. I'm just letting you know.
Okay.
Anything can come out of my mouth.
Okay.
Don't hold it against me.
Everyone hear that. I hope everyone heard that. So favorite college memory?
Oh, gosh. Favorite college memory? Oh, there's so many.
You have to pick one.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. Favorite college memory. You see, I told you it's lightning round. I'm not good at it coming to my head. There's literally so many. My very first day at KOMU, the very first time I was on air, live on air at KOMU, is one of my favorite college memories, because it's the town that I grew up in and my family was watching. And, to know that I was living my dream of being on television, and everybody that I love got to share in that dream for the very first time is very special. So it's a very special memory.
I love that. I love that. So most embarrassing moment on air?
Oh, my God. I have them every day. Jeez, oh, Pete's. I have them every single day. Okay, one of them that comes to mind, it was so funny. It was ridiculous, but so funny. I was newly out of school, working in my very first job at WEHT in Evansville, Indiana.
Okay.
And we had a storm, so we were doing storm coverage. So me, being the ambitious reporter that I thought I was, decided I was going to give everybody at home the vantage point that they couldn't see, and show them how this huge tree had toppled over, and get up on top of it so we could look down and I could give them a really good vantage point, a really cool shot. Oh, so I proceeded to try to climb this tree on live television. Hey, Tati. Sorry. Hey, Jazz.
See, it's a family reunion.
I know. So I proceeded to try and climb this tree so I could show everybody after the storm what was going on. And I fell out of the tree on live television.
Oh, my God.
And fell face first in the ground. And the lovely photographer that was with me just followed me. And so my behind, I was like this. My behind was mooning the camera, and I was face first on live television. Very funny. Very embarrassing. I don't get embarrassed easily, so I wouldn't even say it was embarrassing. I just thought, well, hell, that's what happens. It's live television. You keep it moving.
Keep it moving.
So, yeah, that definitely has happened. Then once, when I was at KOMU, I was anchoring the 10 o'clock news, and I was reading the teas, and I don't know what happened. It was something that was wrong, or I was wrong, and I started talking about the ghost of Christmas past, and it was a whole mess. Because the story wasn't even about that. I just didn't even know. I just looked at the camera and said, I'm sorry. I don't even know.
You keep going, though. Yeah. You keep going.
Keep it going.
Okay, last one. NABJ.
Like what moment at NABJ?
No, what's the first thing that comes to mind when I say that?
NABJ?
Mm-hmm.
Family.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I love that.
Family.
I love that. Okay. Well, thank you again, Nichelle, for being with us today and for taking time out to interview with me.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially since you were a previous...
Well, you are a Turner, honey.
Exactly, right.
Yeah,
there you
Turners
go.
have to stick together.
All righty. Well, thank you again.
Thank
and
you.
enjoy the rest of your day.
You know...